the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the only place where you can't count up to 10. Why is it only 9? Really, why? Well, this is it. This is the last part of my Oscar coverage. I have no idea if I'll be able to upload this before the actual Oscars, but I'm uploading this anyway. Anyway, so here we're going to be talking about Best Picture, of course. But since we've spent, the past 20 videos talking about these movies also, like, I'm just pretty much just going to run through it really, really briefly. But before that, I want to just recap all my official predictions of who I think will win Oscars later. Yeah, later. It's almost the Oscars. So yeah. So very briefly, for Best Visual Effects, I'm going to give it to Gravity. For Best Makeup and Hairstyling, Dallas Buyers Club. For Best Costume Design, American Hustle. Best Production Design, 12 Years a Slave. Best Cinematography, Gravity. Best Film Editing, Gravity. Best Sound Editing, Gravity. Best Sound Mixing, Gravity. It's almost like a song at this point. Best Original Song, Let It Go. Best Original Score, Gravity again. Again, I'm not gonna guess the short film categories because I really didn't get to watch any of them. I can't, make a educated guess at all, so I'll skip that. Best Animated Feature, Frozen. Best Foreign Language Film, The Great Beauty. Best Documentary, The Act of Killing. Best Adapted Screenplay, 12 Years a Slave. Best Original Screenplay, Her. Best Supporting Actress, Lupita Nyong'o. Best Supporting Actor, Jared Leto. Best Actress, Cate Blanchett. Best Actor, Matthew McConaughey. Best Director, Alfonso Cuarón. And now the nominees for Best Picture are American Hustle, Charles Roven, Richard Suckle, Megan Ellison, and Jonathan Gordon, producers. Captain Phillips, Scott Rudin, Dana Brunetti, and Michael DeLuca, producers. Dallas Buyers Club, Robbie Brenner and Rachel Winter, producers. Gravity, Alfonso Cuarón and David Heyman, producers. Her, Megan Ellison, Spike Jonze, and Vincent Landé, producers. Nebraska, Albert Berger and Ron Yerxa, producers. Philomena, Gabrielle Tana, Steve Coogan, and Tracy Seward, producers. 12 Years a Slave, Brad Pitt, Didi Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Steve McQueen, and Anthony Katagas, producers. And The Wolf of Wall Street, Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joey McFarland, and Emma Tillinger-Koskoff, producers. I've always wanted to do that, say producers at the end, makes me feel legitimate. Again, very quickly, I'll just run by my choices of what I think is, ninth place to first place, and I'm really judging movies here as a whole, like how I enjoyed everything. And I know my opinions might be potentially controversial, especially to my friends, but here we go. At ninth place, I'm going to put The Wolf of Wall Street. It's extremely entertaining, it's very well written, very well acted by everyone. It's just that, I feel like Scorsese didn't have enough focus that was needed. It's really way too long, but it is extremely energetic and it's just a blast to watch. At 8th place, I'm going to put Philomena. Philomena is this incredible story with great performances from Judi Dench and Steve Coogan. It's an extremely intriguing, heartbreaking, at times very funny kind of buddy, road trip movie, but it really has this beating heart at its center. The only thing that brings it down really are certain things in the script didn't exactly work for me, so yeah. At 7th place is Dallas Buyers Club. Aside from the towering performances from Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club also presents this very, very cool story about someone turning his life around, and really it's just, an example of very raw cinema, and it does end up at 7th place though, because again, I feel like the script skips over some things, but again, it's also an extremely inspiring movie. At 6th place, I will put Nebraska. Nebraska is this extremely slow, not extremely slow, but it's a slow, small, personal kind of journey with father and son. It's all filmed in black and white. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at. Great performances from everyone, and its message about, this very simple joys is really, really touching. At 5th place, I'm going to put Captain Phillips. Extremely tense, great performances, especially from Barkat Abdi, first-time actor, and really just a great sense of, gray areas. No right, no wrong. And Captain Phillips really shows us a world wherein, our fate is not up to our control, and it is a great movie. 4th place, I'm going to put American Hustle. Just like Wolf of Wall Street, it's very no-holds-barred filmmaking, but this time David O. Russell is able to get extremely great performances from absolutely everyone in the cast. great writing, completely unpredictable, and it is just a nice little time capsule to the 70s without being like super in your face, and it is a riotously entertaining movie. Third place, I'm going to put Her. Definitely like the year's most heartbreaking story, like with all the feels and stuff. And really, it's such a strange romance in a man and an OS, but it works so well. Her's expertly written script also explores so many things about relationships, but masking it as this sci-fi story, and it's just so smart and so beautiful and so absorbing, really. Now, these last two, they were switching places like forever, and I know my final opinion is not going to be to everyone's taste, but here we go. At number two, I'm going to put 12 Years a Slave. 12 Years a Slave is a ridiculously difficult movie to watch, but it is impeccably crafted. It looks fantastic. It sounds great. The performances are out of this world. It's written so, so well. And Steve McQueen, the director, really knows and understands that dealing with this topic of slavery, you can't do it lightly. And he shows us everything, but there is this humanism to it that still makes it, kind of watchable. I do think 12 Years a Slave will be studied for years on because it is like at this point the most important slavery movie made, and yeah, it ends up in second place for that. And at first place, I'm really gonna put Gravity. Gravity is an absolute thrill ride for 90 minutes, and I don't like it when people are like, "Oh, but Gravity can't win Best Picture; it's just a thriller." Let's not be genre racists or whatever here, but really, the way Gravity is put together just shows excellence in every single level, from the direction, from the to the acting, special effects. Everything here really came together to deliver this singular experience. And what Gravity does for me, why it should win Best Picture in my opinion, is that it really changes the way we view movies in theaters. In an age when people keep downloading and torrenting and stuff, Gravity reminds us that watching a movie in theater will always be better, and that is so important, I think. And Gravity is extremely entertaining, no matter how many times you watch it. So yes, that's my list at least, and you guys probably will disagree, but in terms of who I think will win Best Picture Oscar, I think it's a shoe-in for 12 Years a Slave. It's been winning Best Picture and everything else, and it is kind of like the safe vote, quote unquote, but I really do think it deserves it also. And yeah, everything else. Actually, this is actually a really good year for Best Picture because I did love every movie. While there were some that were obviously better than others, but I did love everything. And seeing it go 12 Years a Slave, I have no hard feelings about that. Good job, everyone. So yes, that's it for my Oscar coverage, I guess. Thanks to everyone for sticking by me, I guess. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to upload these before the Oscars. Probably not, but I'm going to upload them anyway. So anyway, what do you guys think of this year's Best Picture roster? Who do you think should have been number 10? Like, I really wanted to see Inside Llewyn Davis or Before Midnight or something like that, but whatever. Whatever you think, whether you agree with me or not, please leave me a comment below. Let's have a conversation.